Hi everybody, welcome to TEDxHWZ. Great to see you and thanks for inviting me. Great to see you all online, virtually. Yeah, you know, I would have loved to travel to Zurich and to see you all live in the theater, to meet the other speakers, to be backstage, to be nervous and then enter the stage and then perform my talk on this famous red dot. You know, every TED Talk is given on this famous red dot. I would have loved that, but we are prepared. Look here, I bought myself my little TED red dot, and that will help me to perform. And actually, we prepared some TEDx branding. So as you can see, we are prepared in our studio in Hamburg. Let me show you our setup. This is where we are dialed in from. Here, my video operator, hi Robert, my producer, Sebastian Dörnemann. We are in Sebastian's conference area here, his kitchen, his camera, and this actually is the perspective of a keynote speaker these days. My perspective. And I mean, we've all gotten used to this virtual communication in a way, yeah? We all use Zoom. We can use Zoom, but are still far away from each other. We can go to meetings, but have to stay in the home office. We can work in teams, but are lonesome as never before. So we all are forced to keep distance. We are forced to keep distance, and distance hurts. And this is why the main challenge of virtual events is to reduce distance. Shake your hands. Follow me, do what I do. Our distance is an estimated some 100 miles, kilometers right now. Take your forefinger and now get closer to the camera and touch your webcam. Can you feel that? We are getting closer. And now our distance is reduced to exactly 1.5 meters. But that is still too much. My children do that, age 3 and 6. When I give them a video call, they try to touch me. They try to kiss me. They try to reduce distance. They have this need to reduce distance. And I think participants of highly professional events have the same need. They want to reduce distance. And this is why I want to share some ideas, experiences with you, how to reduce distance in virtual events. But beforehand, let's travel back in time. 1 year ago, before Corona started. And let's imagine a creative agency doing brainstorming about the future of events using the what-if creativity technique. The what-if technique, you might know that. If you want to find new ideas, you can challenge your thinking by asking what if, and then come up with a bizarre radical assumption like, what if Christmas were in summer? What if cars didn't have wheels? What if only children were allowed to vote? Yeah, radical assumptions, yeah? Let's imagine the brainstorming 1 year ago now. Hey everybody, let's do a brainstorming about the future of corporate events, and let's use the what-if technique. What if we all had to keep a distance of 1.5 meters? Or let's make it even more bizarre and radical. What if participants were not allowed to meet at all? Ideas. And Corona made this bizarre, radical assumption come true from one day to the next. And for me, this day was a Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th of March 2020. On this day, it was about 2 days after Corona was declared a pandemic. I traveled to Nuremberg to a corporate event, and in the hotel, people were wearing masks already, disinfection everywhere. Yeah? Only half of the invited participants appeared, tried to keep distance anyhow. It was a weird atmosphere, like in a B-science fiction movie. And this Friday the 13th turned out to be my last face-to-face offline event. The next days, within the next 5 days, all my business was cancelled, crashed completely down to zero. People called me and said, Bernhard, we have to postpone, we have to cancel the event, we have to wait until it's over. Next call, we have to cancel, want to wait until it's over. Everybody said, want to wait until it's over. And we are still waiting, aren't we? And actually only one phone call was a little different and gave me a spark of hope. Mark called. And Mark is the manager of a beautiful event location close to the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. And Mark said, Bernhard, let's not wait until it's over. Let's do something new together. Do something new together. And we did. We put cameras in the theater, we hired a streaming provider, we invited experts, we invited speakers, and we created a new virtual format for people from the industry. And although Corona had stolen my live audience from me, I suddenly had a new playground with many new tools and many people to play with. Many people, but not everybody was open to collaborate. And during these days of the first lockdown, I made one main observation. People fell into groups. The ones who say, let's wait until it's over, and the ones who say, let's do something new together. You can wait until it's over, yeah? It's easy, it's a good strategy. You can wait until it's over. You don't have to create, you don't have to collaborate, you don't have to invest, you don't have to take risks, you just can wait until it's over, yeah? And just complain. And now, question, who in the audience belongs to this group of people who wait until it's over? Raise your hand. Okay, fortunately, I can't see a single hand. You all belong to the other group. And people like you, open-minded people like you, people who do something new together, created amazing innovations and understood that this learning, that this infection curve has to be a learning curve as well. And in the event business, we have many, many possibilities now. We have video conferencing, dialogue tools, everything. But one core challenge still remains: how to reduce distance. And here are some ideas, some experiences, how you can reduce distance as a presenter, to reduce distance as a presenter with your participants, and also on the level of your event concept. First of all, and very easy, if you want to reduce distance, just move closer. Move closer and lean in. You have to be aware that your face is part of a streaming. The streaming is part of a virtual platform. The virtual platform is part of the screen design. The screen design is part of the notebook, the part of the notebook, environment. And so you are very, very small. You are a thumb tip. You are a dwarf. You're almost invisible. So move closer to be present. And start flirting with the camera. Yeah, you have to imagine this audience, these people live out there, flirt with the camera. And in virtual meetings, you have the great opportunity to looking into the eyes reduces distance. And in virtual events, you have the opportunity to look in the eyes of all single people of the entire audience the very same moment. Use this opportunity. And perform live. You have to create this live momentum. In the older days, events had two main characteristics: same location, same time. Same location, that's over, we are participating from everywhere, but same time is getting more and more important, exactly because of this. And you have to focus to create this live momentum. You have to prove that something is live. So, for example, you are watching me talk to you now, but can you be sure that this is live? Maybe the TEDx team asked me to record my talk, then send it to them to avoid the risk of technical problems. You can't know, but you have the right to know whether something is live or not as a participant. I find that very important. And how can you prove that something is live? You can put lots of dialogue and interaction in your format, yeah? And here's my telephone number. At least all 10 to 15 minutes, you have to put interaction and dialogue in the format. Give me a call, please now. You give me an iPhone call. We try to get you in the studio just to prove that this is live. Who is first? Yeah? Telephone number. Give me a call right now. And being live always means to take the risk that unexpected things happened. I'm still waiting, and this is also due to the so-called latents. We always have a little delay between sending from a studio and... I got a call from Switzerland. Great. Who's at the phone?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Raphael.
Raphael.
Very good so far.
Yeah, and great to talk to you, Raphael. So you are a guest of TEDxHWZ today, yeah?
Yeah, I am.
And you can confirm that this moment is a live moment?
Yeah, it seems like it.
It seems like that.
Right now.
Raphael, so thanks for calling. I have to keep 18 minutes, but we can talk later on. Yes, thanks for calling and thanks for being so fast. Raphael, talk to you later. Thanks, Raphael. Yeah, you can do a phone call. We do all this chat, Q&A and polling things, but you also can inspire dialogue in many other ways. You can dial in people. You can inspire dialogue by putting gamification into your format. And the most important thing is to get people connected. Dialogue means to connect people. And my next point is about the location. And it's about a misunderstanding. Many people think that because an event is virtual, you don't need a real location. And that's wrong. Yeah? Throw away your green screen. I don't want to see people hiding in front of a green screen, pretending they're standing in front of the Golden Gate Bridge or they live in a 300 square meter apartment in Berlin. So throw away your green screen. I want to know where you are. When I telephone with my kids in the early evening from a tour, from a hotel room, the first thing they ask is, Daddy, where are you? Can you show us the hotel room? And then I do that, show my hotel room. And by showing something, as I did at the beginning of the talk, by showing the location, you can start to tell a story. So have a location and tell a story. And then, even almost more important, is to understand the context of your participants and viewers. You have to empathize. You have to understand the situation your participants are in. Now it's late Saturday morning, so you might be participating in your kitchen, preparing lunch. Enjoy your lunch a second later. You have to be mentally in this context and play with it. You can like send people a box, send them a box, send physical props, get them play. You can hire a fitness trainer, a yogi. You can also send them away from the notebook for 5 minutes and then ask them, have a walk, ask them to get back. Play with the context, very important. Play with the context, understand the needs of your participants. And finally, create a format that rocks. Make your format short and crisp. You reduce the duration to 50% of the old days agenda. Be short and crisp, and at the end, always summarize. And that's what I'm going to do now. Let me summarize what we were talking about. And actually, this is how my script looks like. This is how keynote speakers create their scripts and the summary at the very end. Move closer and flirt with the camera. Perform live and take a risk. Inspire dialogue. Have a location and tell a story. Understand the context and the needs of your audience, of your participants, and create a format that rocks. And I have one very last thought. Yeah? We all suffer from this pandemic and from the second lockdown, but what if we all tried to be open-minded, to collaborate, and to do something new together instead of just wait until it's over? That might help to flatten the curve and to actually create a better future world. Thank you.